Right, so I thought I'd do a quick little video, just kind of seeing how Leeds United will do in the Premier League for next season, their 2020-21 season, and just kind of seeing really whether or not this squad has what it takes to not just survive, but potentially challenge some of the top teams. Maybe we're looking at a top half of the table finish. The promise of European football is there. So I'm just going to kind of go through the squad and analyse what we've got, some of the statistics that we've had in the Championship, and compare that to some Premier League teams, and just kind of really go over what I believe our chances are for next season. Just starting off, our squad, we've got 31 players. Some of those are dead wood and will probably be sold off, but we've overall got a squad worth about 68 million. 68 million. And some of our financial kind of dealings over the past year have been phenomenal. So look at this for some of our departures and arrivals. Obviously we've signed Helder Costa, an ex-Portuguese international. He tore up the Championship with Wolves. We got him on loan, and obviously at the end of this season we've now made that permanent on a four-year deal. Looks like we're trying to get out of the JKA deal. Obviously we haven't seen him play. He hasn't made an impression. But the deal with the RB Leipzig was, if we were promoted to the Premier League, we would have to make that deal permanent. It looks like we're kind of getting out of that, hopefully. We took Eddie Nketiah, Jack Clark, all of these guys on loan. And in some of our departures, we had to make some money, and we did that. We did quite well. We sold Jack Clark to Spurs for just under 10 million. Absolute steal. We've had their pants down there. Pontus Jansson going to Brentford for 5.5 million to bump some of those funds up a little bit. Kemar Roof as well for about 5.5 to Anderlecht to really give us a lot more going for us in the financial market, and a few others. So we've been smart in the financial market, and that's something that we need to continue over into the Premier League. Yes, we're going to have a much bigger budget, but it's not about splashing out huge 70 million on one winger, for example. We've got to keep being smart with the loan moves, and we've seen that with Jack Harrison. Gives us a little bit. It gives us more money to kind of put aside towards maybe more valuable signings, and we've got to keep that moving forward. But just as a squad here, I'm looking over some of the stats. Bamford on 16 goals, Hernandez with 9, and then we've got Harrison, Klic, and Alioski on six goals for the first two, and then 5 for Alioski. Assists, Hernandez 9, Harrison 8, Helder Costa 6, Klic and Alioski 5. We've got playmakers there. We've got we're putting up some serious numbers as a team collective. Yeah, we don't have a Mitrovic or a Ollie Watkins, but our goals and our assists are coming from the squad as a whole, and I think that's only going to improve in the Premier League, where the football is more kind of open, it's more fast-paced. There'll be a lot more room for the Leeds front threat to go forwards and really make something happen. So going forwards, we've got the goals, we've got the assists to do it, and Premier League defences, I'm not sure they're going to be a whole lot tougher than those in the Championship. I mean, I'm just looking now at some of the Premier League player kind of stats for the season for goals and assists. Bamford would be in the top 10 with his record, and let's face it, the amount of chances, big chances that Bamford gets per game, he could have been a 20 goal plus striker this season, and I think that with some help he's only going to get better. He works the system so well. He holds the line, he holds defences up, he takes players out of position, and he essentially gives more opportunities for our other attacking players to get involved and get goals for themselves. Have a listen to some of these stats. These are incredible. So this is for Leeds United stats this championship season. We've had, on average, 17 shots per match. Shots on target, 6.5, and about 10 off target. That'll improve. 6 shots on target per game, and that's a good stat. You're looking at at least the top half of the Premier League there. Our average possession is 55%. Again, we dominate teams. We're a possession-based team. That's going to work well in the Premier League. A little bit of solid investment, smart investment, it's going to go a really, really long way. And we're already making moves towards this. Just an update on some of those transfer kind of rumours. I'm seeing here that we're looking at Jonathan David, a Canadian attacking midfielder who plays for Ghent. Looking at, he's valued at around 20 million, but I've heard that Leeds United have put in some official, or have started official talks. They've opened links with them, and again you're looking at about 25 mil is the number being thrown around. And it looks like Lille, the other club interested in Jonathan David, pulled out. 18 goals and 8 assists in 27 appearances. Now I know it's only the Belgium league, and is it the same quality as the Premier League? Is it even the same quality as the Championship? But this is a baller. He's a talent. He's a young talent. He's fast. He's aggressive. He goes past the man. He's a solid striker of the ball. And he's clinical. He can put those chances away. For the right price, for the right, if the investment is there, which it clearly is, this could be a really top quality player. And a real threat to Premier League defences. I think out of the most recent transfer rumours and talks, he seems to be the one most kind of talked about at the moment. We were also linked with Bright Osai Samuel for 5 mil from QPR. Again, someone I do rate quite highly. Listen, there's so many different aspects that go into new Premier League teams. You had Norwich that tried to stick to a philosophy. They didn't spend at all, and it almost seemed like the communication had gone, and they had a terrible season. They went straight back down. With our system, we have a proven elite manager, someone that can cut it at this level, and has the full backing of the board and of the players. There's no uncertainty there, and that will count for a lot. With some of the players that we're looking at and the investments that we're making, even the statistics that we showed from last season, I don't just think we'll survive in the Premier League. I think as a first kind of season, as a test to get used to the play of the Premier League, I'm going to go ahead and predict now. I think a solid 12th place. 12th place. That's not bad at all. A mid-table finish, and then we'll only get better from there. We will only improve. So there's a few more things to look forward to. We've got the new kit coming out. Bielsa looking like he's going to sign that new deal. And of course, the big money transfer moves that Leeds are going to make in the market. We're going to keep a we're going to keep a close eye on the Jonathan David deal. But any news that comes through, I'll make some videos. I'll put them out there. I'll do a finish off of my Championship playoffs video to do with the second leg. And then I think I'll also do a Premier League prediction for next season, a full table prediction, and then I think I'll do a kind of a wrap up for the football year for Leeds, and just kind of say a nice farewell to this season, because it's been a ride. It's been a long ride. I'm glad we've got to the end of it. So that's all from me. So until next time, stay safe.